Owusu Ansa, representing the Honorable. I don't know where to start from and where to end. When the appointment was announced, my colleagues started sending me signals as to whether I was going to shut my lips for once or I will be the normal pre-Ambassador Kudjoe Fianoo. I want to assure them that the name of my late mother is Peace Kwashigan. So I came from a mother called Peace. A peace that gave birth to a sports administrator. So I want to say that the selectors did a very diligent job by giving me this assignment. Alaji Joël Lepura, who shares the same date of birth with me, the 2nd of May, is here. Thank you for your support. And the gentle executioner and the manager of our national team, Mr. Kwesi Appiah, I thank you for the support you're giving me today. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of weeks ago, I received a message from the executive chairman of 9BS, Mr. Wabadanvere, telling me to prepare myself for a surprise. When I probed further what the surprise could be, he only said that he had recommended me to his business partner and friend, Mr. Joël Bouzou, who is the president and founder of the world-acclaimed Peace and Sports, who is also the special advisor to the Royal Prince of Monaco. Knowing how serious a personality Mr. Wabadang is, and a man of very few words, I became jittery as to the scope and shape of the appointment. And after persistent demands, all he could say was that he had studied my CV and had no doubt in his mind that I could prove equal to the task he was proposing for me. It was about 48 hours ago when I knew exactly what the appointment will be. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here I am, being reduced to a nervous wreck by the gargantuan nature of the surprise Mr. Vieri spoke about a couple of weeks ago. It is with great sense of pride and honor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that I accept to serve as the ambassador for peace and sports for the sub-region of West Africa, with the hope that I will receive the full support and cooperation from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, the National Sports Authority, the Ghana Olympic Committee, the Ghana Football Association, my own GHALCA, just to mention a few, and the entire football fraternity, the entire sporting fraternity in Ghana. I wish to make a special request to the media that I need the full support of the media in the discharge of my duties. Having dedicated myself to serve my country in the field of sports, especially football, spanning over 3 decades, I've come to appreciate the power of sports in nation building. I can say confidently, without any shred of contradiction, that sports is a driving force behind a healthy and a sound society. It is therefore no surprise that Mr. Bouzou has chosen sports to foster peace around the world and deserves the commendation of the entire world. I wish to assure peace and sports in general, and Mr. Bouzou in particular, that they have found a capable hand in Kudjoe Fianoo to drive the dreams and aspirations of the organization. Peace and sports have chalked some monumental successes in brokering peace between warring nations. Nations who had, when a curfew was imposed on the entire Dagbon area, a competition was organized, and the final was played between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Ria Tamale United, the pride of the North. The match was played in the evening. Even though we were enjoying our peace in Accra, they were then under curfew. But immediately, the referee whistled for the end of that game, which RTU won. Curfew was broken in the Dagbon area. The entire people of Dagbon, or in the northern region, poured onto the streets and celebrated the victory, even though they were supposed to be under curfew. And the military and the security had nothing to do but than to join them in celebration. And that tells you the power of sports. It used to be a struggle, and the national coach will bear me out. Some few years ago, when the national team was engaged in games in neighboring Freetown, Côte d'Ivoire, Monrovia, and Kigali. Those were the very difficult times that you needed to work harder to assemble the players to honor those games. Because those nations